It is once again that time of the day. Time for some more Satisfactory. Welcome back, everybody. And it is 1.2. You're not hearing the typical music in the main screen, I guess. It's kind of actually, let's just go to it right now. It's kind of a dreary looking screen right here. I was expecting like a new fresh update and everything, and like, yeah, that's what it is. Oh, I just realized this guy just got hit by a car. Poor guy. But yeah, very strange. I mean, not that I'm complaining, because we got a new update. New update is out. I'm so excited for this too. You're still gonna be in the electronics desert. I promise you, I'm trying my hardest to actually get out of the electronics desert. I want to get this area kind of wrapped up. We got a lot of work ahead of us today too, so looking forward to that. Hope my stream settings are okay. Streamlabs updated right before stream started, and with every update that comes out from any recording or streaming software, they tend to mess with your settings. So hopefully everything looks good. Hopefully everything looks fine. I can't view the chat in full screen from Streamlabs either, which is really strange, because if I go full screen, it makes the chat window really tiny and it won't let me expand it. So it's gonna stay in like the minimized version on my other screen. So hopefully everything runs just smoothly. Everything runs just peachy. Boy, I got a lot of work ahead of me today. I gotta make well over 100 constructors just for wire. 100 constructors. Wire. As in, why are we doing that? Okay. Hey! I don't want to fight you, but I will. Yeah! I was actually not expecting him to be up there. Okay, so I meant to mark out a location between episodes. The thing is that the update came out and I didn't want to really explore it too much. Like, I didn't want to mess with the environment or anything like that. So I just kind of left the world alone. Maybe I shouldn't have? I don't know. Whoa, whoa. Okay, whoa, let's calm it down a little bit. All right, we'll go vertical. We'll bring this down to like right. Yeah. Oh, it's by 10. All right, bring that up. Take that across. That out of here. Okay. I think that'll work. Got to lay the foundation for the new factory. We can actually cover up our mess over here too, because I think this is gonna take up a lot of real estate. So, looking forward to it though. I see movement. You only want to mess with me? I got a gun. I got a gun and I'll shoot you. Probably shouldn't be saying that on YouTube, even if it's in a silly voice. Let's see. We could probably work with this. Might have to take out some of the foliage, but that's okay. I want it to be on the same grid as our factory over there. Actually, that doesn't look half bad. I do plan on decorating. I keep saying that, like there will be a stream where I just straight decorate. I just gotta kind of study up, because I'm not very good at that sort of thing. I gotta learn the ways of the factory decoration. So for right now, we get floating platforms with a ton of machines on it, so don't know what to tell you. That's what you get. I really do like the concrete foundation though. Like this is a preloaded, not skin, but texture, I guess, for the just standard foundation, but I kind of prefer it to the original foundation. Why are we freaking out here? Come on, zoop. There we go. I don't want to go run around too and check out some of the weather in this game. The only thing I did, here's exactly how much I've explored this update so far. I went over to the red forest where our aluminum plant is, and I took that selfie that you see in the stream thumbnail. And then I came back over here. That is all I did. I did not explore any further. I wanted to save it for the stream. Invalid placement? Why? You. It's you. It's always you. You. Get out of here. I don't want it. Oh, no. Let's see, I got... Oh, boy. I gotta make a whole lane. Oops. A whole lane. I gotta make 36 constructors for cable. Man, oh man. You know what's really funny, too, about this? And I'm not complaining, because it's what's needed. The items I'm constructing here is for the, oh gosh, why can I not think of names at all? I think it's the adaptive control unit. Yeah, for this. Look at how much use this has. Tis none. None. There is none here. Why is there none? Why is there no use? You can't even build with the adaptive control unit. And yet here I am, like all this factory that I'm gonna be building here is for it. It is for this one item. Isn't that ridiculous? I mean, I find it kind of comical, to be honest. But I think it's just really funny that I'm sinking this many resources to basically make 5 adaptive control units a minute. It's like nothing. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Oh man, all right. Oh, I don't have the saw blade equipped. I don't even have the saw in my inventory. What happened? Wait, what happened to my chainsaw? Oh, I do have it equipped. I'm just an idiot. All right. Thank you. Get all this out of here. Oh, I forgot these give off mycelia. That's fascinating. Yes, that's good. Come on. Oh. Find it. Find it. Find the bush. Good. Who needs forests? Who needs foliage? Who needs plant life? I certainly don't. Only interferes with the factory. Yes. Break. All apart. Alright. Yeah, I don't mind kind of covering up the gross, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you know, I don't mind covering that up. Because again, I know I've actually, someone did comment on a past stream, because I've mentioned this before. I forget the name, I'm sorry. But in one of my past streams, I talked about the fact that, like, in order to get resources from the node to the factory you want to use it at, there's no really nice way of, well, there's no way of making it look really nice. Their solution was basically that I put my stuff way too close to the ground. And I'm like, yes, but it's buildings. I'm making buildings. I don't want to make sky factories. I'm not playing in Mooncraft. I'm playing some Satisfactory. But I do appreciate the comment, though. It was very nice. Very generous. Alright, let's get rid of some of these trees. Don't really care about the small foliage. under the foundations. How are we doing on space? Oh, we got plenty of space. Just gonna make one. Oh, you. Come on. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at this glorious platform of ours. I could cry. It's enough to make a grown man cry. All right. Let's get back to this. Whoa! See, it did. I mentioned this last stream. It did that again. Every time it goes to autosave and I'm mid jetpack, like if I'm like using the jetpack to ascend, it like gives me a little boost. I wonder if that's just by design. I don't want to interfere too much with the feng shui. Yeah. Oh, that's oh dear. Oh no. Oh gosh. Okay. All right. So basically, what's gonna happen with this whole area here, if there's enough room, that is, this is all gonna be converted into a gigantic factory for wire. I have to make so much wire for this build. Iron wire and copper wire. We're utilizing all the wire. Let's see. Probably expand this out just a smidge. I'm telling you, I'm gonna need real estate. I am gonna need real estate. I meant to do this off camera, but you know what? Some things are meant for the streams, you know? Oh, look at how nice this works out too. Look at that. Oop. Evenly spaced. All right. Go down below, a little more deforestation. Very good, very good. Yes. Very nice. And yeah, you're just barely in the way. All right. There we go. Okay. So what are we? Oh hey, wait. Hold on. We just locked onto something for a minute there, didn't we? Nope, it was in my head. Thought there was a Sommer sloop right nearby. Okay. So yeah, this whole base platform. This is gonna primarily be the wire, I think. Oh my gosh. So much wire. So much wire. You know, honestly, hold on. Nah, it doesn't quite work. I expand this out just enough. I almost have this like centered to the building over here. Hold please, hold please. So where does that, so I gotta figure out where that line leads out from. I think that was the sort of starting location for, yes, this could almost line up very nicely with the rest of this. Possibly, maybe, definitely, I don't know. But 2 blocks in from that. The way I have this set up currently, let's see, so you there, you are in line with that. So you're 1, 2, 3 in. Do 1, 2, 3 over there. That is technically centered. All right, hold up. 2, 3. Whoop! Nope, nope. Let's see. Come on. Okay, so this one. Perfect. Might be a bit too, well, no. I was gonna say it might be a bit too big for my needs, but no, I've got to make so many machines here. This feels appropriate. Basically what's going in here is both a heavy modular frame factory on a large scale and an automated wiring factory also on a very large scale. We're using a ton of resources for this build. Oh, no, this tree's gotta go too. Sorry. That's what you get for being foliage. What you get for being foliage in Satisfactory, you get chopped down. There we go. Okay. Okay. Right. So now this is technically from this edge to that edge. This is technically centered. Okay. Okay. So now, hold on, I'm checking my notes. I always gotta check my notes. So basically what has to happen now is for all the machines to go in, and then I need to bring the production lines I've set up over here. So I did do a slight modification on. Oh, that's right! We have daisy chaining now! Oh my gosh! Okay, I might have to make a slight detour for this. I forgot we have daisy chaining! Oh, that's wonderful. Makes me so happy. Just in time for me to set up this giant factory! Subscribe, play 1 2 experimental this great version. Thank you, appreciate it, welcome to the stream. We are here in what I am calling the electronics desert. We are making a ton of electronic goodies. Basically, we're doing computers, supercomputers, adaptive control units, high-speed connectors, AI limiters, because this desert provides a lot of the resources for that. Right now, what I'm working on currently, this is gonna be slow going. I am making a heavy modular frame and a heavy modular frame and an automated wiring factory using all of the iron and copper that we're manufacturing over here to send over there to be in giant factory, and then that all goes into the adaptive control unit, which is an otherwise useless item outside of what I need for this specific build. I love that. I love sinking a lot of resources into that, but it's gotta be done. Working on phase 4. I gotta take a slight detour though and update some of my blueprints, because I forgot we have daisy chaining. I should have done that between streams. Ah, what am I, unprofessional? Where your game mode set on? This is just standard vanilla. No randomized anything. No increased difficulty. This is the world I've been playing in for quite some time. So everything's just kind of standard. All right, we're gonna go. This all looks very ugly, I know. But we are going on a trip, utilizing one's favorite space aircraft vessel thing. I'm over here because Blueprint Designer's over here. I could build one right near me, but you know what? No. This is our power plant, by the way. 240 generators? Yeah, 240 generators. All using just regular fuel. Built this very early game. Uh-oh. And that immediately has me slightly concerned. Daggone it. Why are you running low? Okay, well... Should be doing that. Should be doing that. Why are you doing that? What's the problem here? Okay, you got. You don't got. Why don't you got? You got you. You don't got you. Fascinating. Okay. Something to worry about later. Don't worry about that right now. Got blueprints to update. But yeah, so we used the packaging and unpackaging here. I built this very early on before I had blenders at the time. So that's what this factory's for. I might just have to convert this at some point too, because I'll be honest, the packaging and unpackaging is kind of a pain. But for now, I'll load up our blueprints. Gonna do, especially the manifold stuff, or the constructor stuff. This one. Woo! That new. You. Get rid of this weak stuff. Get rid of these. I don't need these for daisy chaining now. I can just do this. Look at its glory. Wait a minute, why can't I? Wait a minute. Why? Excusez-moi? Excusez-moi? I thought I could daisy chain. What happened to daisy chaining? Where's my daisy chain? Fine. Fine. That's fine. No. Maybe I was mistaken. Thought we had daisy chaining. Thought it was cool. Thought you were cool, Satisfactory. Turns out you're not. Breaking my heart. Alright, well, real quick. Which line do you unpackage at? I gotta fix this real fast. I'm sorry, bear with me. Looks like we're not supplying quite enough. You supply this line, okay. And you go down here. Alright, so I can afford to turn this off. Daisy chain. Oh, I have to unlock daisy chaining. Are you kidding me? It's not just a thing. Also, apologies for the noise. Of course, I have to unlock it through the MAM. Silly of me. Alright, I could definitely afford to drop this line for some time. The issue is that this whole system is fairly balanced. It's just every now and then some fuel might be lost just because of fluid mechanics. I'm just doing this real quick. I'm gonna turn off, I'll just turn off half this line. I can easily afford that. Yeah. Let's get out of here. So noisy. I've had to troubleshoot this area so much though that at this point I'm kind of just done. Eventually I will go just nuclear with everything. Alright, you power this. Yeah, okay. I'm not crazy. Cool. Good to know. Daisy chain's in the MAM. Can't believe it. Of course. Of course. Game has to keep doing me dirty like this. Well, we gotta use research for things. Alright, in the Caterium line you say. Oh yeah, there it is. Well, I can afford that. Alright. Oh right, quick wire. It's not called Caterium wire. Okay. Computer. And then high-speed connector. Let's go. There we go. Alright, Eva. What do you gotta say? Or Ada, sorry, not Eva.
Upgraded power connectors unlocked. Buildings now support 2 power connections, any of which may be attached to other buildings.
Yes, good. No. That's fine as is. Alright, cool. Save. Yeah. Alright, we'll load the other blueprint. Sweet! Come on. Come on, there we go. Get this out of here. Who needs this anymore? No, we got daisy chaining. Finally we got daisy chaining. Oh, it's beautiful. That's beautiful. Alright, cool. Alright, well. We will equip our hover pack. Because I have to ascend rather quickly. Can't believe that's already... yeah, whatever. Alright, give me back the hover pack. There we go. Alright. Now, we can go back. Oh. Had to give it a little more mustard. Didn't quite give it the right amount of mustard that I needed. Man, I can daisy chain all this stuff now. Oh, that's gonna be wonderful. I mean, just wonderful. Okay. Now, we begin. Output is gonna be same direction. It's gonna get ugly. Do a world together if you're interested in a default 100 times elevator part all pure node. Honestly, I would like to play Satisfactory with someone at some point, and I would like to do the 100 times resource ability, but I don't know. I think after I beat this game, because I have yet to actually beat Satisfactory. I'm taking my time. I'm enjoying the fun of it. But I'm gonna have to take a seriously long break after this, because this game has consumed a lot of my life, but it's so fun. I can't deny it. It's so fun. All right. There we go. I'm just gonna start placing, honestly. Not much else I can really do other than that. Nope, 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 nope. There we go. All right, hold up. Let me get my bearings real quick. So I need... Oh boy. Oh boy. So I can have one line of copper going into one line of copper wire. Makes it last longer and is generally more fun. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with you there for sure. All right, so I need, for this build, I need 40 constructors. Exactly 40. Hello? Are all my things bugged? Did that get bugged with the new update? Oh. What is happening? Oh! Oh! Okay! Hello! Well! Ain't this a fine how do you do? Well, I think we're gonna have to... Oh, we're gonna just do this right here. Hold the phone. What you got going on here, Mr. Well, I don't think I'm no Satisfactory expert, but methinks I found a bug, because these were my these were all kind of, you know, connected to things, and now they're sort of not. Interesting. Very interesting. All right. No worries. Easy fix. Splitter, just gotta make sure it's facing the right direction with everything. Oh no. Okay, so splitter does go that direction. Okay, so you have to face that way. Dang, we're updating these live because I really don't have a choice. Sure. Daggone. Oop, there we go. I hope everyone's having a good Friday regardless. Regardless of the weird blueprint change I'm having to do while I'm live on the interwebs. Oop, there we go. I'm kind of having a slightly melancholy Friday, I'll be honest. I've just received some news. Doesn't affect me, but doesn't affect me personally, I mean. But for those that don't know, I don't really play it anymore, but I did play the card game Yu-Gi-Oh! For quite some time. I've since kind of stepped away from the game for a little bit, just because not as fun as it used to be, in my opinion, but regardless, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Space has kind of received some sad news today. One of its main creators in the space went by the name of Alex Simo. Unfortunately, he passed away to stage 4 colon cancer. Feels really bad. He was actually one of the first creators that I found when I was starting to get into the game. I got into the game all the way back in like 2016. About 10 years. Yeah, about 10 years. And it's just a real shame. It's a real shame to hear that he's gone. Yeah, it's weird. I mean, I've since stepped away from the game itself, but it's just kind of wild. It's like that sort of thing that's like a constant. And it's just like, it's just weird. It just leaves a weird sort of hole. Like it doesn't feel real either. It feels kind of strange to think that he's gone. Also, I think blueprints are bugged, actually. This is fascinating. None of my connections stayed on my blueprints. Interesting, that's weird. But yeah, kind of sad. I haven't really kept up with his channel or anything. I knew that his health was bad, but I didn't realize it had gotten that bad. Really stinks, but, you know, of course, I wish his friends and his family all the best. Real shame. Well, I think what's gonna have to happen is I'm just gonna have to do it live and fix it in post. Because I think blueprints are, or at least my blueprints are kind of bugged. I'm just gonna have to build, which I wasn't thinking I was gonna get this factory done today. Hoping to get a good majority of it kind of situated before I commit to anything. Let's see. Yeah, I leave about a block space right there. Weird. Weird, weird, weird. Ah, well. See, that's what I'll do right now. I'll just put in the machines. The biggest one is copper, and I'm gonna have to go through and change like I have to make 108 of these constructors just for wire. I could overclock. I might have to overclock just a little bit, just to save on room. What I typically do, so this is my process for those that don't know. So on Steam, there is a third-party software you can get called the Satisfactory Modeler. And you can actually model whatever factories you're going for. Now, I kind of model it based on the resources available in a given area. That's how I know I need 40 machines for all the copper wire that I'm making, but I still have to make iron wire too. So what I typically try to do is if I get a number like for instance, talking about my iron wire, for that I need 72.99 machines, so roughly 73 machines. Or let's say, for instance, I have another one is for my assemblers, for modular frames, I have to make 14.21 machines for modular frames. Now, obviously, I can't do that because I can't make 0.21 of a machine. So instead, I opt for the largest number available after that, which in this case would be 15. And to balance out the factory, I underclock all the machines, which makes it so that it's like, it'll be like 98%. Maybe if I want things to look kind of symmetrical, I might add a couple extra machines to the factory and then really underclock it for that purpose. But that allows the belts to balance with the input of items versus the output. So the decimals don't really line up, but that I get those values from the modeler. But this might be the instance where I actually have to, just to save space, maybe cut back on machines and overclock things. But the underclocking too, it kind of helps me future-proof a number of builds, because of the fact that I have a large number of machines in place, so that if the rates go up for like the input of items, I can instead just overclock rather than add more machines in the future. Kind of helps with that in a sense. But anywho, oh man, this entire floor is going to be the constructor floor. Hate to say it, but gotta be done. Do it all 100% and the end machine split the smaller amount. So yeah, I was thinking that too. I like to kind of, I don't know why, because I mean I have to copy paste settings onto all of these anyways unless I preload the blueprints. But this allows for, again, just for that future proofing, which is really nice. All right, so wait, how many machines do I have here? This is 6, 18. Oh. Okay. So this will make 36. I can add 2 on the end of it. This is so weird that I'm not used to the conveyors not connecting with my blueprints. Very weird. I will fix this though. Oh, did I mess that up? I did mess that up. There we go. I should add these blueprints to one of my toolbars. I am not working efficiently in this game, and I really should be. Because I haven't updated my blueprints. I haven't, oh haven't actually, oh man. I haven't updated my tool belt, or my toolbar. I haven't updated my blueprints. I just kind of build. I don't know. Do it 100%, yeah, it still keeps all the lines even with less logistical nightmares. That's true. That's true. I mean, I'll adjust with the modeler as things kind of come up. But I totally get what you're saying. All right, so let's see here. So looking at my notes, because I keep so what I do too for the sake of stream, obviously I can't flip back and forth between the modeler, is I write down those values. And then I also make notes for like the incoming amount of items that it's expected for each line, the number of like, so if I have to split it up between the conveyors that I have available, I'd do that. Let's see. So for this case, for the copper wire, I'm making 12,000 wire a minute. So I can get away with 2 Mark V conveyor lines. That's nice, because I just split this into 2 lanes with, at this right now, this will make 40. Boy, that's really nice. That's actually really nice how this worked out. Is that, nope, back one, there we go. And boom. So this will, so the inputs for this match just fine. There we go. Again, I will fix this all in post. I was not expecting this to be kind of the issue with stream with all of my conveyors not connecting on my blueprints. Why, Satisfactory, why? All right, but that's 40, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, yeah. So 10, 20, 30, 40, perfect. Perfecto. And you know what, I will actually, Oh hey, we got rain. It just hit me. We got rain. Oh, it's so cool. The sound design. It actually like plinks off of the metal. That's so cool. I love that detail. Oh, that makes me happy. All right. Sorry, let me get back on track here. Organization, here we go. Just gonna do a little sign right there. I'm gonna say, do the little copper. Boom. So I know that that's for the copper. Yes, that's the copper. All right, so next. This might actually take up far less room than I was thinking, because that's 40 constructors right there. That's already half the wire. Well, not really. I still need to make 73 for iron wire. That's okay. Okay, calm down. I gotta calm down. My brain, whenever I get to building, my brain just goes into overdrive, kind of thinking about the logistics of it all. I gotta get there when I get there. There we go. Alright, so yes. That's fine with the hillside kind of creeping in a little bit. Alright, there we go. How far apart were those between each other? Okay. So let's say it's 40 to a line, or 40 for 2, so that's 40. Let me just do 1, 2 more, and that's okay. Sure. This honestly works out great. Also, I have to keep going here. I'm a dingus. I gotta think about this stuff, because the one thing is, like, I used to, between streams, I would kind of like wait for factories and items to kind of build up so that I could use it for the next stream. But now I have like large scale factories. I don't have a whole lot to do in between streams, except I do because I can fix blueprints. I can fix toolbars. I can kind of get stuff ready to go. Like I don't, it doesn't have to strictly be design. Kind of fix that. I'm being an idiot. Being an idiot. Okay. There we go. So this will be 40 with this, and then 80 for that. It's not gonna be quite 80, except it can be. This is the thing. This is how my brain works. I have to make 73 of these constructors for iron wire, but I can make it 80 and then just underclock everything. This is gonna be great. How's 1.2 so far? I'm loving it. But welcome to stream, by the way. Appreciate you stopping by. I'm loving it. Listen to the sound design. Just listen to that real quick. The plinking off the metal, like the raindrops off the metal. That's so cool. Except the one thing that's being weird is these are my blueprints for my constructor manifolds, and yeah, that's the conveyor. That's the conveyor now. I don't know what's going on, but we also did unlock daisy chaining, which is nice, and I'm excited for that. But I'm gonna have to fix a lot of this stuff kind of between streams now because something bugged. Something bugged and nothing's connecting automatically, which is weird. So yeah, I'm gonna make, that's what I'm gonna do, honestly. I'm gonna make 80. It's overkill, yes. I don't care. Leave me alone. Tiny conveyor, yeah, I know. That's supposed to just automatically connect to everything. It's like, what the heck's happening? What the heck is going on around here? That has to be closer. I didn't set that. I set that. Oh no. Oh no, I screwed up. Yeah, I'm not keeping it consistent here. Because that, oh, these are too close. So that all has to go away. All right, hold up. That means that has to go away, that has to go away. So, you know, other than that, you know, no complaints. I like the weather. I like the fact that we can daisy chain now, which is very, Very nice. I'm especially excited for the fact that we can daisy chain. All right, so I have to set this one extra tick over, like that. That's what that has, yes. Okay. Just gotta stay consistent. Gotta stay consistent with it all. So another one, like so. I'm excited for this build in particular because this is one of my more machine-heavy builds, but in the same sense, I'm also not excited for this build for the sake of, you know what, actually, let me do this just to make it clear where the cutoff is. 1, 2, 3, 4. So after this, okay, that's all iron, just to give myself the divider. But what I'm building this all for is for an item that is otherwise not that useful, which is the adaptive control unit. There we go. Oh, so, all right, no worries. Welcome to the stream, So, to give you the full rundown, this is what I am calling the electronics desert, because this desert provides a lot of resources. We are in this area of the map, by the way. This area provides a lot of resources for electronic goods. It's almost like Silicon Valley because we have a lot of quartz here. A lot of pure vein quartz, which is very nice. Pure vein quartz, which gives us silica, gives us quartz crystal. So through a series of alternate recipes, I'm using assemblers. Let me just mosey on over here. This is the main area. This is where a lot of the larger items or the more resource intense items are going to be manufactured here. But we are using the quartz crystal from here to make crystal oscillators, which are going to get fed into these machines here, and also radio control units eventually. That's in the works. But then we're using the crystal computer alternate recipe to make computers. So then we're also using the silica to make the silica circuit boards, and that all is over that way. And then that's gonna get fed into a whole bunch of different items. So basically, if you see in the top right corner, let me just go to, hold on. Let's go to, the overall goal of the electronics desert is to, where is it? I can't find it. I don't remember the names of any of these parts. I don't know why. Not exposed to it enough. All right, hold up. Adaptive control unit. We are making assembly director systems here. So that's what all this entire desert is basically going to be doing. Assembly director system with radio control units, just because we have the computers in the area and we have the capacity for it. Making a lot of computers. That's what these are all for. There's 20 machines making computers right now. And right now it's all just kind of being fed into the sink because I have nowhere to send it right now. But over here we got high-speed connectors. These are for the supercomputers as well. Back behind the computer factory, behind all these manufacturers, that's our AI limiter factory right over there with all the Caterium. And then somewhere in this area, haven't figured out where, this is where we'll be making supercomputers and adaptive control units. But right now, I'm working towards adaptive control units because that is one of the more resource-heavy items that we need still. Supercomputers is basically ready to be manufactured. I just have to import plastic. I don't have a plastic factory yet. I mean, I'm manufacturing plastic, but I need a larger scale plastic factory, which is also in the works. That's coming. But we're starting with adaptive control units because we have a lot. We need heavy modular frames and we need automated wiring. If you look over here, we've got ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4 pure nodes of iron. So we're taking all of that, and we're gonna also just a small little thing of copper here, which I'm using a Mark III miner for it as well, just to give us as much copper as we can for wire, because this is also a really wire heavy build we're making too. That all is getting processed here. This is where all the iron ingots, the copper ingots, and even the limestone into the concrete. This is where all this is being manufactured. We're gonna send it over yonder to this other building here. And that's where we're gonna be making the heavy modular frames and the automated wiring. We're gonna be using like stitched iron plates for like the reinforced iron plates. We're gonna be making, you have to make cable, to make iron pipe. You have to make so much, just so much. But let me give you some figures here that I'm working with. This is to make, by the way, this make like 10 adaptive control units a minute. This is what's crazy. All of this work for like 10 parts a minute. I love Satisfactory. Like, it sounds ridiculous, but I'm also grinning like an idiot right now. Just give you some figures, because I use a modeler, the Satisfactory modeler, it's available on Steam, to kind of model out how many machines I need for this build. So just looking at my notes here, just got my notepad right here, I need to manufacture 2,842.36 wire per minute. So that's why I need 100 and sorry, I lied. It's 113, basically 113 constructors for just wire. I love this game, man. It's so fun. just an absolute absurd amount of constructors just for wire. And I love it. And I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna build it. I'm gonna build it because I can afford it. I love it. All right. I haven't explored too much of 1.2 just yet. Nope, that's good. That's good where it is. But for some reason, it did break my blueprints. I don't know why. And yeah. So like as you can see, like these were supposed to automatically connect because obviously I would have my everything connect with conveyors, but these are the conveyors. There's a little guy, just right there. So what I'm gonna do for the sake of the stream is I'm going to just build the machines, and I'm probably gonna have to fix the logistics of it after the fact, because I basically have to dismantle all of the splitters and the mergers, and then reroute all of the conveyors. Because for whatever reason, like I even updated my blueprints to include the daisy chaining, which I'm very happy about. Very happy we have daisy chaining now. And for some reason, like it's still not daisy chaining in the blueprint. I don't know why. But something to figure out later. All right. All right. So there we go. Oh gosh, can't see. Can't see. Help! Help! I'm fine. I'm fine. Probably shouldn't be yelling help. I live in an apartment and I have neighbors. Like, I'm fine. You can hear me, I'm fine. Just teasing, neighbors. Yeah, the wall's pretty thick. They probably wouldn't care. All right. One tick over. There we go. I'm gonna go for the full 80. I only need 73. I only need 73 constructors for the iron wire that we're gonna be utilizing. But I'm gonna go for all 80. Because it's fun, and it's symmetrical. And I care about symmetry. Except when I don't. Except when I'm kind of sick of the build. Alright, there we go. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Very good. Yes. Yes, indeed. All right. Let's bring out the smaller of the blueprints. There we go. And oh, there we go. Playing Satisfactory while watching Satisfactory. I should freak you out. do the whole thing, because like anytime I've watched someone play Minecraft while I was playing Minecraft, they would get like, they'd have a creeper show up behind them and it would freak me the heck out because I think it was in my world. I should go find some like spitters or something. Not spitters, stingers. Yeah, I should go find some stingers. I'm hoping to get out of the electronics desert fairly soon. I don't know why I keep exiting out of my blueprints. They're still up. But I got plans. I got plans for a lot of stuff. This is basically the electronics desert. I have another large-scale factory design in mind for what I'm calling motor works, for all things like motor-based. Because obviously we have, let's look at all of phase 4 actually. We have the assembly director system. Yeah, it's just used for, right now we're just using it to complete phase 4. We also have, let's see what these are all called. We have thermal propulsion rockets. Now, this is where I am, oh, here's a set to passive, your singing noises. Ah, darn, all right, fine. So thermal propulsion rockets, this uses a lot of motor-based goods. So I do want to make what I'm calling motor works at some point, which is a large-scale motor-based factory, which I think is probably going to be near our aluminum plant. We have an aluminum plant right here. Actually, since you're new, you know what? I'll just go ahead and show you real quick. We can take a slight break. You know, I've only placed down 120 constructors in a row. Look at all of them. There's so many. Man, that's a lot of constructors. I still need to make 36 more, actually, which can actually go, now that I think about it, can actually go right on that same plane. I'll just have to kind of leave a little space between them for logistics to go through. But I have to make 1065.88 cable per minute, which requires wire to go through a constructor too. I have to remember to separate those two, but... Alright. No, no. No, no, no! 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 Well, I'm dead. Whee! Flying out of the world. Goodbye, cruel world.
Your suit's life support is not compatible with this environment. Turn back.
Well, right where my reticule is pointed there, that's the aluminum plant I meant to show you. Isn't it nice from this angle? It's a nice angle. Yeah. Oh, there I am. Boy, that area is real small now, huh? Oh, I'm just gonna check out what's over here. Don't worry about me. Ah, look at all the space over here. Alright. Alright. Good grief. Oh, you know, I totally forgot about the spawn toilets, too. Hey, we're learning all sorts of lessons here today. Alright, let's get my liquid biofuel going. There we go. Haphazardous space program, you know it. Don't tempt me. Just ignore this mess over here. This is like just starting resources. This factory is very ugly. This just gets me the resources I need to build factories. It is, yeah, that's just ugly. We don't need to look at that. All right, let's first go retrieve my stuff. There we go. That's what I meant to do with the player launcher. But yeah, we have there's our aluminum factory over there. It's all just floating platforms right now. I will decorate at some point. But we have the electronic desert, our aluminum plant, and our power plant over there. Stay alive. Stay alive. Where's my death crate? Oh, come on! I get sucked in. Okay, whew. Alright, now we're good. All right. There we go. Whew. Kind of got scared. I thought I was going to do it again. All right. There we go. Whew. All right. Now we're good. 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 All right. Now we're All right. But yeah, over here we've utilized the aluminum, and I did use sommer sloops for this too, actually, which is really cool. I used a couple sommer sloops for this design, and this is where we're producing all of our aluminum base goods. So somewhere near here is where I plan to put motor works. Wow, that did a lot more damage than I was expecting. Didn't even land that hard. But anyways, all this here is the manufactured goods. There's just the base aluminum right there, kind of going into the plant. Got all this good stuff here. Ooh, will I be needing to drain this soon, actually? How are we looking here? How are we looking, refinery? Oh no, we're looking good. So the way this works with the setup here, you notice these pipes going up and over the top. So I used a couple alternate recipes here. So obviously we have our alumina solution with our bauxite and our water. And that feeds into here, where I use aluminum scrap, which then utilizes coal and produces more water as a byproduct. So I utilize sommer sloops in this case to double the amount or increase the amount of water being produced, because then I can just backfill it into the system without utilizing any additional water collectors. Now, technically I could, if I double the efficiency, I think the way the math works on these is if I double the output with sommer sloops on 4 of these out of the 6, then I effectively don't need any additional water added into the system. It could just be a closed loop of water, because the amount of water it would produce would be the same as the amount of water being used. However, the one thing that's holding me up is, in fact, conveyor speed. I'd be doubling the output of the aluminum scrap, but I wouldn't have the conveyor speed fast enough to get rid of the aluminum, so there'd be backups. So for now, we just have this one singular water collector that just kind of helps keep the system flowing. Not set very high, because I don't think I actually need it to be very efficient. It just needs to provide enough water to kind of keep the system in balance. And then down the cliffside, we follow that little conveyor line there. That's where we get all our copper that we just send into the plant here. And we produce quite a lot actually for this area. My goal is to basically just output heat sinks and output what are these called? Gosh, what are these called? Aluminum casing. That's all I really need. The only thing that aluminum sheets are used for are for heat sinks and for the Mark V conveyors. So heat sinks and casings are really all I need in this case. See, I do need Mark VI belts, but I'm on phase 4 right now. I don't get those till phase 5. I'm really bummed about that because I really want Mark VI belts. All right, but yeah, this is the aluminum plant. Runs very nicely. Finally got it all working rather nice. Everything plays nice with each other. And yeah, I do hope to expand this in the future too. I basically want to have because I know I have over this way, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 more bauxite nodes that I'm not utilizing, as well as actually some coal. Yeah, there's a couple coal nodes I'm not utilizing. So I have the room for making a whole nother plant altogether, but I just use these 4 for now because they were closest in proximity to each other. And yeah. There we go. And if you can kind of see over there-ish, that's where our power plant is. I use the packaging and unpackaging fuel system, because I built this very early game before blenders, to make diluted packaged fuel, and then I unpackage it, send it into 240 generators. And it's pretty well balanced, although it's kind of having its issues here and there. It's been balanced for quite some time, so I'm fine letting it kind of sit back for a bit. You know, despite the amount of machines I've built so far, I actually don't utilize all of my power. My maximum is actually like 64,000 megawatts, but I'm like not even halfway there yet, so all checks out. All works out quite nicely. Okay. Back to this. All right, so I need 6 of these. Let's see. And I need to make sure to leave some room between these ones and the constructors here, just so I can have logistics kind of go through it all. Yeah, I think I like that there. And then we have to make sure that these are in line because I'm a stickler for symmetry. So we need to also make sure this is the right blueprint. Actually, not that it didn't matter. So I have, for my manifolds, I have the output being either in the opposite or the same direction. That's what the 6C-OSD means. It means 6 constructors, output same direction. So the output flows in the same direction as the inputs. Because it's a manifold. And yeah. Because I'm epic. I don't know. But seeing as I have to redo all the logistics for all of my blueprints anyways, kind of puts a damper on things. Actually, hold up. So here's the crazy thing. I have to split these up. Let's see, I need 36 constructors for cable. Jeez Louise. All right. 36, and I have to do, hold on. Got a maths here. Breaking out my calculator. So the input for the number of copper, or the number of wire that I need for the cable is 2,131.77 items. My maximum belt speed is 780. So I have to make three belt lines for this. Oh. Okay. Actually, so that's 3. So then I need 36. That's 12. That works out pretty great, actually. All right, so set that up right about there. Doesn't matter. I have to redo all the logistics, and then we need another line. I love it when maths work, or when maths nicely. Redoing your fuel power plant. My power grid is about to lose 12,000 megawatts of my current 4,300. Yeah, honestly, I'm considering redoing my power plant. I only have one, which is not good. But the plan is, so I'll just show you for talking future plans. So the plan is to basically, I'm gonna make a plastic and rubber factory using these 3 oil nodes here, and kind of build it out over this lake. What's nice about this though, is that if I split it evenly between the amount of plastic, which is like 400 plastic a minute, and 400 rubber a minute, with all 3 of these nodes fully utilized, the byproduct, which is heavy oil residue, send that into blenders, and then send the fuel that's made to that into generators. I get like 60 generators, which, that's great. I have like 7 spread across the whole world. Yeah, I went big on my one power plant because I basically didn't want to have to worry about power for a good chunk of this game. I'll just go ahead and show you. We stopped there a minute ago. I can go back over there real quick. I like showing off the things we've done in this game because I've streamed, I forget what stream number this is. This is like stream 14 of this. I do a lot of work off camera. I try not to do too much building off camera, mainly just kind of like troubleshooting and logistic stuff, just so that things can start running smoothly after we built it. But whew, those player launchers now have got me kind of worried about everything. But yeah, this is my fuel power plant here. It's 240 fuel generators. I built this in early game, so I used the diluted packaged fuel and the unpackager to send the fuel, or like to basically like, I'll show you once I land, of course. So here I send the fuel up. So I package it down below. I send it up to be unpackaged. Send the empty containers down below to be packaged into water, and then send that back down the system to be through the whole thing, and it loops. So it's a big boy. It's a big boy system. Looks like we did fix the issue too of that, because it wasn't flowing properly before. Let me just check all of these. But yeah, this took a huge chunk of my time to build, just to kind of balance out all the fluid mechanics. Because screw the fluid mechanics in this game. I get that it's realistic, but I hate it. Okay, everything seems to be running just fine, which is good. But yeah, 240 generators, and it's fairly balanced. It was holding well for a while, but just this stream actually, I noticed a small issue with one line because it wasn't getting enough crude oil. But all I had to do for that was just shut down half a row, or just half a line of generators, and we seem to be getting ourselves back on track. So, but yeah, this is my main power plant. I love this thing so much. It took so much troubleshooting though, because so many lines would run dry, because it utilizes a ton of fuel. I respect that fact. I hate that fact, but I respect it. But I had to utilize like all the tricks in the book for the fuel or the fluid mechanics in this game. So I got fluid buffers midway through the line, fluid buffers on either end of the line. I have a loop back pipe. I have like the fluid flowing down, all that stuff, just to make sure that fluid reaches all these generators. And it holds well, it holds strong. So ever since I did all of that work, it's actually been maintaining consistency for many hours now. And it's just kind of like that consistency sort of worked its way back through the system. Like at one point I wasn't getting enough water. Uh-oh, come on. All right, that's fine. This doesn't launch me up high. So like at one point I wasn't getting enough water to all of the packagers quickly enough. And then another point I wasn't getting enough crude oil, which I'm still kind of experiencing some issues with, but there we go. Big PTSD trigger. I got the fuse blown thing pop up, but I removed a bunch of power lines, so it wasn't my main grid. Oh. Yeah, yeah. I get it. I do get it. Yeah, that's why I'm wanting to diversify my power a little bit, but that's why once I get the plastic and rubber factory set up over here, I'm gonna have a smaller scale power plant to kind of contribute to that as well. And then I will be going nuclear in this too. Now, last stream, I was heavily inspired by chat. I very appreciated. I pitched an idea and they all seemed to love it. As you know, there's only five uranium ore in the world, in the standard world. None of them are pure. They're either normal or impure. And so I had the crazy thought of just making a death train, basically, mining up all the uranium from all 5 of these ores, and then setting up a gigantic scale nuclear power plant in one location and just trucking over all of the uranium on trains to this location and just have it be like in some giant loop on the map. So there's just a death train running around. I think it'd be really fun. So I'm gonna do that at some point. It's going to happen. So I know for a fact phase 5, it's gonna take me a while to complete phase 5 because I'm gonna probably go with a mega factory. All right, let's see here. But I will be like, you know, painting the train green and everything. Maybe even painting the lines green. Just so I know. That's the death train. That's the no-no train. That's the you stay out of my way train. Oh, it's gonna be so fun. I'm so excited for that. Okay. There's a bit of a dilemma here. And that is, well, At phase 5 right now, it needs 1,000 pasta. I know. That's so much pasta. Like I don't know the ending of the game, so please don't no spoilers there, because I want to just find it organically. But I have plans for the pasta as well. I even have plans. I'm just gonna show you my plans. Talk about all my plans. Right here. This is where I'm gonna be getting a lot of the copper powder I need for the nuclear pasta. So we got a pretty decent water node here, a lot of pure node there. Just gonna have a massive setup of pure copper ingots using the refineries in that area, and then just, I think it only takes like 12 constructors despite how much it needs, and I'm manufacturing like maybe a quarter of the amount of copper powder I need for the nuclear pasta, but that's what these are gonna be utilized for. And then somewhere over by this nitrogen node, I'm gonna make the yeah. We'll say nothing about the other things. Now that's okay. You can tell me like the expectations for that, for the phase 5, because I know regardless it's gonna be insane. But I don't want to know the canonical ending of the game, because I want to experience it organically. I gotta. Okay, so now the question is this. I need 36. Let me check my thing again. I basically need 2.73 conveyor lines for the amount. So I need 3 conveyor lines. That's just a hard fact. That stinks. Because I just barely had enough to complete this whole section. Look at all these constructors. Oh my gosh. So my dilemma is that I have to have 3 lines going into 3 sections of 12 constructors. And then I gotta send all that copper somewhere. I don't have enough room. I guess I could just make room. Would that be silly? That wouldn't be silly. What is wrong with me? I'm not even thinking 2-dimensionally. There's nothing says I can't bring this platform forward. What am I going on about limitations? I'm an idiot. So what is interfering here? Is it just that? That's fine. You don't have enough power. Oh, of course not. Oh, I knew that going in. I mainly just wanted this giant power plant to take me through most of the phases. I was even prepared to expand on power in phase 4. I think I'll be okay, but that's why I want to go nuclear, because that's why I want the Death Train nuclear system, because I just want to make the most insane nuclear power plant utilizing all of the uranium ore on the map and just send it into nuclear. It'll be so dumb, but it'll be so worth it. Okay. So, output same direction. See, the symmetrical part of me wants me to place it dead center between the 2 of these guys, which I can't, so that plan's out the window. So instead, I'll just back this up a smidge, bring this over here. Get that in line here. I'll bring it forward just a tad. I gotta leave room for logistics, because if I'm gonna have an output of conveyors, I need it to kind of go. Oh no, I can have it. I'm gonna pull it back, maybe. I don't know. Do that Spire Coaster at the swamp. Those are the best biomes for nuclear. So that's what I was thinking. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. I was thinking that area too. I had that recommended to me as well. I do appreciate it. But yeah, I want to go crazy with nuclear, because I know it sucks. Like I'm aware that the general player consensus for nuclear is that it's a pain. I don't care. I'm all for it. I love a challenge when it's stupid. All right. Oh, whoops. Grabbed the wrong blueprint. back up. Two right there, right there, right there, right there. There we go. That should leave enough room for the outputs and the inputs. It is less of a pain than ionized fuel. I do think now, I don't know if ionized fuel is in the cards, but I do think I want to get turbo fuel going at a power plant as well. I think I'm down for that at some point. And I know that the crater here is probably the best place for turbo fuel. So there's something, I might do something here as well. But yeah, right here, I could totally see that being the nuclear plant. And plus it's a swamp, so it kind of, I don't know, kind of fits the theme a little bit. I don't know how it would fit the theme. I just think like gross, like the green kind of theming around nuclear and swamps. And gross. Yeah. I think it'd work. Okay. So that's 36 constructors in place that need 3 lines. Oh man. Oh man. This is gonna be a challenge. I don't mind a challenge though. Alright, so then automated wiring. Okay. So what I think I need to do next, because I want there to be floors to this. This is going to be a building at some point. Right now it's just a platform, but it's going to be a building. I'm going to put a floor above this. How's that? Okay, one more. Oop, nope, zoop. There we go. We're gonna make our concrete constructor back at the base really work for it today. This is gonna be a massive build. I'm very curious though to see what 100 times resource would be like. I think it'd be kind of fun. Also, you know what? For symmetry's sake, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. I don't know why. I want this building to be kind of symmetrical, at least in terms of its general shape. Or there. Pay no attention to the miner. Pay no attention to that. Nothing to see there. No. See, it's a power pole. It's a power pole right there. Yeah. Don't mind that. That's, stick to the floor. Basically, my goal for this entire series is to utilize all of the, or at least try to make a decent factory for all of the items required in the game. I don't know if I'm going to do a mega factory. I'm kind of approaching, because I know you can do mega or modular. I'm kind of doing a mix of the two, where I'm sort of producing large-scale factories in a singular location based on the resources. It's kind of like mega modular factories, in a way. I don't know. Haven't experimented too much with trains in this game. I did at one point play through. I did a different world a while back for stream. I had to step away from streaming for a good chunk of last year just because of health issues. Oop. But in terms of Satisfactory, there were so many things that I was very new to the game. So in terms of this game, there's so many things that, because I was so new, I didn't quite like how some of the builds turned out. And so I reached a point where I was like, I'd just rather just restart with a brand new world. So when I started this new series of streams, that's what I did. But no worries, the health complications are over. For those not in the know, I had the big C, the cancer. But I'm good now, so all worked out. Not a fun experience though, don't recommend. All right. I'm seriously making my concrete constructor work for it. This might actually be as tall as the building gets, though. Don't think I need all that much in terms of the. Well, hold on, let me look. Okay, I still need some iron-based goodies. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm going to do. Just because I already set up the constructors like this. Oh yeah, no, I will use the wet concrete when it comes time to need it. For this build in particular, though, I could actually get away with just using constructors. Maybe if it requires it at some point, I will. But for the concrete that I need, I actually just needed one pier node. I just put a Mark III drill on a pier node, and that gives me just enough concrete. My belts can even support the amount of limestone that it needs to give me just enough concrete for all that I'm building here. And I'm mainly using for heavy modular frames, and I'm not manufacturing that many heavy modular frames. So I'm using the encased heavy modular frames that's the very concrete intense alternate recipe for it. But surprisingly, don't need that many. But I will utilize wet concrete when the need arises. Brain can't brain today. Brain and building. Brain must platform. Must make more efficient. I'm so hooked to this game though. So much so that I bought merch. I bought merch related to this game. Got myself a cool t-shirt. Got myself the, actually if we go to you see the little keychain on this, the little wrench? That's on my car keys right now. I bought that and freaking love it. It does come in a 2-pack with the builder charm. Hey, where's my charm? Where's my charm? Did I change it? Was I a fool? Must have changed it. Anyways, the little checkmark logo for Fix It. I bought that too, and bought some stickers because I wanted to put I have the Fix It logo on my computer now, on my PC. How much I love this game, man. It's a fun game. What can I say? They know how to make a really fun game. Oh yeah, let me get to this platform. Get this all squared away. What I meant to do was change where the input of the copper was gonna be for the copper wire compared to the iron wire. I mean, it's all gonna be wire at the end of the day. Still outputs the same item. There we go. Have you seen any of the 3D printed machines? Do you mean like the build gun? Because I know that, because for those that don't know, if you want Satisfactory merch, Coffee Stain has their own merch site called lizarddoggo.com. I'll plug them because I like their stuff. But yeah, they have a build gun that you can download like the 3D printing blueprints for. It's pretty cool. Okay. Oh yeah, so got 1, 2, 3, 4, and here's where I'll set up the wall. I guess the stop beam. Because these two, those will be for copper. Set that right there. Copper! Alright, so I know anything past this point is copper. Like 3D printing, but it's the machines like the refineries, assemblers, miners, etc. I've not seen that. I guess I haven't seen those. I know that they were working on Legos, or like off-brand Legos of the constructor and like the factory cart, which I would totally get one of the constructors. I think that'd be really sick. But I haven't seen like the 3D printed stuff for that. That's cool. I really do want the build gun. I don't have a 3D printer though, and I could probably get someone I know with it to print off the items if I pay them. But I kind of want like the fully assembled model. However, it's like, no joke, like $400, and I really don't want to spend that much money. Okay, back to this though. So the reason I did this, so I'm gonna have iron be the inputs here, and then copper be the output down there, because we still have to make a lot of iron-based machinery here. So, almost dropped my calculator. So I'm gonna build another layer of constructors here on this platform. Oh, I gotta line this up actually so that it fits nicely. Go. It's nicely there. Okay. Move this forward by 1 tick. That good? That look even? That look even, Steven? That looks even, Steven. See, another reason I like to use the concrete foundation is because thanks to like the little teeny lines in the concrete, you can kind of gauge distance better. Okay, so yeah, we got to manufacture the other items. So let's see here. So we know that the bottom floor is primarily for wire and cable. That's good. Then we still need iron plates, rods, and iron pipe. Oh yeah, iron pipe. Totally forgot about that. That's see. I have like 400 wet concrete per minute, 2 max dimensional uploaders, and still don't have enough to build large scale foundations. I'll show you. You know what? we're going to my setup. Not affiliated with those sites. Okay. And I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. It satisfies my needs for concrete anyways. I don't know. We're going to the main base. I'll show you my amazing, incredible concrete setup. The only time I ran out and I had to genuinely wait for the machine to catch up was when I was building the power plant, because that's a huge foundation. Are you ready? You ready for this? Ready for my concrete setup? It's not that right there. Here you go. Let's see how we're doing. Yeah, we're doing all right. Haven't used that much. Send it into the dimensional depot. Yeah, we're doing all right. There we go. Maybe it's just because I don't build except on stream, so that tends to fill up back up pretty quick in between streams. Because I do play. You have an upload speed issue? Maybe. I mean, I use a lot of. I hook up all of my dimensional depots to some form of storage too. I mean, it could be that. Also, check if you did the setup like I did. Hold on. So like say you do storage container, dimensional depot, whatever. Check that you're using the right conveyor lift, because I think a Mark III lift speed is like the fastest for the upload speed. So that allows you to kind of like just continuously fill up too. But then that also allows this to backfill with plenty of extra storage. And yeah, it satisfies my needs. So pretty happy with it. All right, let's get back to the drawing board. So I need 20.04 constructors for iron pipe. So honestly, this is the rare instance where I'm okay with just clocking it as is. So I can build 20 here. Oh, no. Come over, there we go. Oh, hold up though. Iron pipe. 100 per minute, okay. No, I'm good. I think I'm good. Actually, no, I don't think I'm good. Because if this takes 100 per minute, let's say iron pipe, 100 per minute. Yeah, that's 600 for every 6. I do 780 with Mark. Oh man, I didn't calculate this. Oh man, I totally blew it. That's fine. Well, the other thing too, but going back to the dimensional depot, I do a lot of building on stream. Off camera though, I do a lot of like logistical work. I don't do any specific building. So it could be that like I tear through a good chunk of concrete, and then as I'm doing the logistical work off camera and I'm not building, it's just backfilling it. All right. So looks like I'm gonna have to do this. 600. I do 780. 20.4, that's 2,000 roughly. 2,000 I'm getting a minute. Is that right? Okay, hold up. Doing some very quick maths now. So 20.04 times 100 is 2,004 steel pipe a minute divided by 780. Yeah, that's 3 lines for steel pipe. Wow, that's crazy. So there's no coal. Well, there's coal in this area. I'm not doing that though. I'm trying to keep things relatively straightforward in terms of the recipes. So I could use foundries. I could utilize coal to make steel as well. I don't think I'm gonna do that, especially because on this side of everything, like we have a bunch of normal nodes over here. Over here though, it's impure, normal. Okay, so yeah, I mean I could do it. I don't want to. So there. Besides, that would change up the whole design that I have pre-built, so we'll stick with this. If in the future I do need more, then I'll figure it out. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12, 18. And then this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. Can we fit one between? No. Well, now this isn't working out well at all. Okay, let's Now we'll leave. Ah, darn it. Give me blueprint. 6 output, same direction. There we go. Wrong direction, even though I have to change it anyways. Just doing it because it bugs me. There we go. Yeah, that looks right. We'll leave that there for now. I'll figure out iron pipe here in a minute. Let's get the rest of these down, just because I want to get the machines in. Let's see. The next I need to get the next big one is rods. Easy enough. Oh, nope. No. Output same direction. There we go. So I need 11.37 for rods. So I'll just make that a nice, happy, and even 12. That works. And then I need 711 for iron plates. Okay. Same direction, yes. Oh, wait, no. Gotta be flush with this group of 6. And then 1 tick over, yeah. There we go. My word. So many constructors. And then we'll do the 2. Do the twofer. Give it 8 total for the plates. There we go. Well, those ones connect. I just realized that these blueprints connect. Why did my 6 not? Weird. Okay. So, break out some signs just to keep track of everything. So, pipe. I did not mean to do that. Ow. Actually, that didn't hurt me nearly as much as I thought it would. Rod. I accidentally clicked, okay? I'm sorry. Hey, if you ever fallen asleep, though, I woke you up, so you're welcome. There's some instant coffee for you. Who needs coffee when you got explosion? And then we got plates. Boom. Okay. Awesome. Next. Next item on the agenda. Ooh, doggy. So now the question becomes, what kind of manifold do I want to have? So actually, do I even have? I don't even have a manifold for assemblers. I have a manifold for manufacturers, though. There's that at least. I got that. Actually, just out of curiosity, let's see if this connects. You want to connect? Okay, yeah, you connected. So what's up with my constructors? We'll just switch to this gun instead. There's just some turbo fuel. All right. So let's see. So the plan could be. Well, here, let's go to. Golly. You in storage. You in storage. So we got So this lane will be pipe, then it'll be rods, this lane will be plates. What needs what exactly? So, no. Reinforced iron plates. So we have stitched iron plates that needs plates and wire. Okay. And I do believe modular frames need plates and rods. Oh, interesting. I didn't realize that was an alternate recipe of mine. Yeah, plates and rods for modular frames. That's the one I'm gonna go with. And then encased industrial beam. So I'm trying to figure out like how I should lay out these assemblers, because I don't need too many except for automated wiring. For modular frames I need 15, automated wiring I need 22, stators I need 11, and stitched iron plates and encased steel beams. I think stitched iron plates and encased steel beams are what I should build first. Okay, we'll do that. That's the next item on the agenda. Sorry for pausing as well. I'm looking at my notes while I'm doing this. So if this is the case, assemblers. Oh, it's raining again. Gosh dang it. I think I would want the plates to be as close to the reinforced iron plates. That's why I'm thinking of going with this one first. Back this up a little bit. I'll leave some room for some logistics here. Actually, no, I'll move that forward. Okay, how many do I need for... This will be reinforced iron plates. I need 8. So yeah, I don't need too many of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can even just have it be one line. Nope, come on. Come on, where are you? 6, 7, 8. There we go. Okay. And then the plates could just kind of... I could have the outputs of the plates kind of go around and across? Something like that? Then these will feed in nicely to the next row, which is modular frame. And this I will build. How many modular frame? I need 14.21. I will back this up a bit too. Oh, that should, nah, I'll do there. I leave room for the logistics behind it all. You know, that is not... Get that out of here. Yeah, that's how I want it to be arranged. So if I bring this back... No, no, ew, ew, ew. Again, I'm just, for the sake of stream, I'm not gonna do all of the logistics. So that's 8 right there, so I need... Oh, I need more. Okay, hold on. Still a rather easy fix, honestly. We're gonna do it this way. We're gonna double up. Have that kind of spit out right there. Come on! Come on! Ugh, this rain is so annoying. Why did they have to add rain to this? I'm just kidding, I love it. It's great. Although a little not fitting for this biome, I'd say. I mean, in typical video game fashion, this is a desert, which you wouldn't expect rain in a desert setting, in a video game. I know it rains in the desert. I know. That's a thing. I know. Before you jump on the comet train. I know. Leave me alone. I could have... Ooh. No, that might make things too difficult. I was gonna say I could have the splitter, or have the line with the splitter start on this side going in, so that we can just wrap this around. We still have the input for the rods. Yeah. So like the rods have to come over this way too. Well, actually, no. We have wire. So my assumption is that the wire is going to kind of filter in however I arrange this. Wire will kind of come this direction from over there, just because I'm assuming anyways, the output of the wire is going to be this direction. So we'll go up and over, and then into these for the stitched iron plates. These will output. I'll send it down this direction. Yeah. Down this direction and over to then hit this network here. I think that'll work. How's that? Is that pretty centered? Alright, let's build it. I don't need this many assemblers. I only need 14. I'm just setting these up to set them up. Alright, we got our modular frames. Let's mark these now. So this will be... Boom. Okay. Nope. See, that's why I switched. That's why I switched to the other gun. This will be, or no, you. Yes, this will be our modular frame setup as well. Then we can have the pipe come out this way and feed in this direction, while the reinforced iron plates feed in the opposite direction. Just keep everything kind of nice and pretty. Meh. Meh, see, meh. Alright. Next up. Encased steel beams. Right. So we will have... So I need, how many do I need that? I need 9. So we'll make... I don't make the output this direction, actually. We're gonna have concrete. So my idea is there's also gonna be just a line of materials going down this row right here. So we'll have all of our iron going into these constructors. Then the output will kind of feed around or as needed. I can even have the output of the plates be this direction too. Go that direction and have that feed out and around. Yeah, I can see it. Just however it works out. I just want to leave room for logistics, but we're also going to need to have our concrete come this direction too for the encased steel beam, steel pipe. That's why I need a lot of pipe. I need 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Did I math wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh! Oh, I mathed real wrong. Hold on. I mathed super wrong for these. So I need... So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow! Okay. Just, we'll do one of these. There we go. Alright. Break out the signage. Oops. There we are. Done. Alright. And then... Oh no! Wait, hold up. Let's be smart about this now. I'm thinking, hold on. Excuse me just a second. So, automated wiring takes cable and stators. That's the other thing we have to make, stators. Okay, so having to think about some things, just in terms of layout. So we have our iron pipe here. This is what I'm assuming is going to be our iron pipe line. And then we have, so our iron, we're gonna use the, it takes it's steel pipe technically, but I'm calling it iron pipe because that's the recipe I'm using. Then we need wire and that to make stators. So stators, so hold up, I gotta write, hold on. The stators and encased steel beams actually should be near each other because they both use the pipe. Okay. And then automated wiring should be near stators as well because that uses stators and cable. Right? Stators and cable, yeah. Okay, so now let's think this through. So we could do encased industrial beam here, but we just need that for, that's gonna get fed right into the manufacturers next. So I'm thinking, since we're also near our cable output, we make this line stators instead. Yeah, yuck. In which case we need 11. Ooh, actually, hold up. Let's just see real quick. Stators. 40 a minute times 11. That's that. I still have to worry about belt speed, so don't mind me. So we can do. Sorry. 10, 11 here for stator output. What was this line gonna be? This was gonna be our heavy modular or modular frames. Right. Weird. Now I'm rethinking the whole layout here. I kind of just started slapping stuff down, but now I'm getting serious about it. I'd like to kind of keep the iron pipe close to stators and encased industrial pipes. Just because it's less logistics involved. Right now where it's set up, it's the furthest away. Cable is also right near here, which I'd like to keep near stators for the sake of the automated wiring. Right. So nothing's currently set in stone for all of these manufacturers or these constructors. But what I'm thinking right now Ugh. I could divide this up a little bit. So I could keep the automated wiring stuff to one side. Like, we don't have to divvy up these constructors based on location. Hold on, before I go crazy. Let's see. Woo! Scared me there. Scared me there, game. Who's making noise? You! Get out of here! Oh, you're stuck. Okay, fine. So let's see. So iron pipe actually can go right near stators and encased industrial beams. And these can just exist over on this end of the factory. And then the automated wiring can go in the same area. Okay. So the question is, where am I placing the automated wiring? That's a good call. All right, I am gonna start tearing some of this stuff out. Seems a little crazy, just bear with me. Trying to reduce my logistics on this factory. All right. Let's get rid of these two. I'm gonna do just a little bit of rearranging. I think what I need to do wherever I end up with automated wiring, I kind of want the goal, like in my brain, this is how my head works. I kind of want the main item being produced in the section of a factory to kind of be the centerpiece. That's why I laid out these sections of the factory as I did. Let me just kind of show you the inner workings of my brain. My brain just a little bit, because I brain good. That's why you see the assemblers here for the computers, because that's this section of the factory kind of doing its thing. Over here we have the high-speed connectors for using these manufacturers right there. So now, what I'm gonna do too is I'm gonna put supercomputers, I'm gonna build a sort of a platform out here and make room for supercomputers in this little area. And then not assembly director systems. What are those things called? Gosh, I can't remember the names of anything. Adaptive control units. I'm gonna build adaptive control units over here. So it's like its own little section of like centerpiece items for the main things we're manufacturing. Little stuff like, you know, stuff that you can build in a constructor. Don't really care about how that looks. I mean, that's why like we have all this over here for the computer factory. But a lot of the logistics behind it is over here. This is where a lot of the base items needed for this factory are manufactured. So like the reinforced iron plates over here, the wire and the cable and all that as well. So that's what's created over here. And then we just kind of send it along to the centerpiece factory, which is where we build the more complex items. That's kind of my thought process with all this. So the question now becomes, where do I want to set up automated wiring and heavy modular frames? How do I want that to look over here? Because those are the two main items I'm manufacturing from what will be this sort of outpost building. That's where my head's at. In terms of like how everything is laid out, I don't really care except for logistics sake. But the main items we're manufacturing, I want that to be the centerpiece. And what I'm thinking is, this is gonna sound crazy, because it is. I need, let's see here. I need 4 manufacturers for the heavy modular frames. And that takes 4 inputs. Wowzers. So here's what I'm thinking. I just so happen to build this little platform extended out. I could build the manufacturers here. It seems crazy, I know. But then have the automated wiring output up above. And have those be like the centerpiece items we're manufacturing. It's mainly me thinking in terms of designing the factory later too. This might have to go upward though. So why don't we do that? Break out the assembler. Just place one here as a guide. Ah. How's that look? Oh gosh. Oh no. Let's see. How's that? That works. Okay, cool. So we'll just do that right now, just to set the next floor for the manufacturers. But we do need 21.32 or 22 in this case, assemblers for the automated wiring. Since we have this little sort of centerpiece section of platform that juts out, we could just build alongside of that. Let's see. And you know what? Something to calculate really briefly as well. Let's just get this up. Let's just get that up. No, configure. Where's the oh, it's up here. Automated wiring. Okay. That takes 20 cable a minute. So hold on. I'm gonna do like exact calculations, just so I gotta make sure that my belt speed is up to snuff for what I'm outputting. Because I know I'm outputting a ton of cable. I don't know if they're all going into this. I think they might be. They probably are. So if I do 21.32 divided by 22, roughly 97% efficiency if I use 22 assemblers. Multiply that now. Or sorry, so that's good. So that gives us our cable output of 48.5 cable a minute for each of these items. I need 22. So yeah, darn it. It is gonna take my entire load of cable. So I'm gonna need to split this into 2 sections, which, that's totally fine. Hey, no, get out of here. That honestly works for me just a-okay, because we can kind of set this up in a fancy fashion. We'll bring this back by 1 and in by 1. I like to leave room just kind of along the edges for conveyors and for potential decoration in the future. We could split this down the middle. 1, 2, 3. Nope. 4, 5, 6. Nope. Why does it do? Stop that. I think that's 11 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes. We'll go to the other end. See if we can fit these all onto. Ow. Yeah, well, okay. All right. Well, first off, the little hedge clipping. There we go. So you can fit these all onto this line. Oh, it's gonna be close. It's gonna be so close. I can adjust accordingly though. I think that's where that one was set up. I just gotta make sure. I don't think it's gonna work either way. Hold on. 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. 6, 7, 8. Getting close. 9, 10. Oh! Okay. Now we're cooking with gas. 22 right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah! Let's see if I put that in the right location. I didn't actually. That's okay. We know we can fit now, which is good. So this was, there we go. That was there. So that's fine. There we go. All right. Oh, it's so nice to be building like a large amount of something. I don't do a whole lot of building off camera. I really try to refrain. There we go. Time to turn 2,700 crude per minute into a bunch of diluted fuel. Good luck. Have fun. That's a lot of fluid. That's a lot of fluid. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes! Yes! You have no clue how happy that makes me. Although weirdly, like this doesn't, is it just because it's so oddly shaped that it's not quite centered? Like that's on the line there. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 as well. You would think that it would kind of, well, hold on. No, it's the, you know what it is? It's the ladder. It's the ladder. It's throwing me. Technically, this is a symmetrical item. It's just the ladder on the side is throwing me off. These are lined up nicely because I wanted the distance between them to be even, and it is. Like you see where this lines up on, like where the legs kind of line up with the center of this foundation. Same thing over here. So yeah, I'm just going crazy. All right, ignore me. Ignore me. But this is perfect, because now our centerpiece is in place. And then you go away. Hello? Oh, ambient wind sounds. That's what I'm hearing. The new update, new sounds. All right, let's see how much space the manufacturer takes up. Woo! Wow. Okay. So I'm gonna do 2, just because the manufacturers are gonna be on their own floor. I'm gonna actually bring these in just like that. Nope, and just like that. Give it one more line. I'll have everything look nice and lined up perfectly. right, now my manufacturer. Oh, okay, we'll give it one more line. No worries. Whoa! That autosave. That autosave, man. Keeps freaking me out! Okay. And then that should be all the space I need for this. Push this back. And this has to line up with this center line. So I'll leave that like that. That, like, is that right? Yes. 4. All these machines, again, all these machines, and I need just 4 manufacturers for the heavy modular frames. Sure. Oh, wait, no. Oh, golly. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. That right? That is not right. Right there, and then I have to make sure that legs line up. There we go. That's good. Okay, and there we go. So I actually didn't need all this real estate up here. That's fine, no worries. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. Woo, 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 hey, woo. Darn, I was really hoping that I could get to turn on the factory this stream. I don't think that's gonna happen. Yes! 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 That looks great. Oh, this did have a little bit more on the end, okay. Understood. A little bit extra, no worries. No biggie. Now, the real test. So, cable and stators. Cable, stators, modular frames, concrete, encased, oh gosh. I can just set these now, honestly. Heavy encased frame, that's what we're going with. Modular frames, encased industrial beams, steel pipe, and concrete. Oh! Oh, my heart! Concrete's no big deal. It's the rest that is a big deal. So all of our items too are gonna be coming from this direction. They're gonna kind of come from this direction and then kind of go across. So I want to keep the steel pipe. Yeah, steel pipe will probably have to fit somewhere over here. We saved ourselves a row with the stator setup. So we have a lot of real estate to work with here on this platform, which is good. That's what I want to see. So then that means the cable setup could actually go Could go reverse direction. I'll have to figure that out in logistics, but I could have it so that the wire that it's like these two lines are going to be cable. Have the wire that feeds this start on this end of things and go that direction, rather than reverse all the way around and then back through. And then have the output continue this direction as well and go up and over into the stators. No. Cable, oh, gosh, dang it. No, I just need wire to go into the stators. And then the cable, no, so the cable can output this direction too, because it only has to go right here. Yeah, okay, I'm overthinking things. Oh yeah. All right. So we could set up. How many do I need for stators? Again, I need 11, which I'll probably make 12 just to keep it. I want to make a. I'll probably make because that's 11 right there. That's pretty long. So I'm probably gonna make this a manifold. Yeah. So we'll put stators here. Just because they line up nicely with. Well, no, we don't even have to do that. Because cable goes there. I need. The stators is wire and iron pipe. Okay. Wire, iron pipe, and then iron pipe and concrete. Which I think I'd want to keep because that's for the encased industrial pipe. I'd want to keep that kind of closer to the manufacturers here, just for the sake of the line will start either on this end or that end and feed across. And yeah. So we could probably keep stators on the end. Yeah, we'll still keep stators on the end. And then we'll set up a rudimentary sort of thing here. Let's actually back this up a block and a half. Move this in just a tad. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's the rough distance I need for the splitter to fit. Oh, maybe one more. Oh, there's that spooky wind. Okay. And that's where the splitter would go. So then. Oh crud, how much wire is this taking? Gosh, I keep forgetting to consider that. 40 a minute times 12. 480? That should be, yeah, 40 times 12, 480, yeah. 480, okay, so I do have belt lines that can support that. Good. Good. I gotta consider all angles of this before I get too crazy into the building. Okay, so this is officially our stator line, which will include iron pipe, wherever that leads in from. Because iron pipe has to go into the system as well, and then encased industrial pipe has to also. Blech! I hate that. 'Tis gross. Yeah, encased. Yeah, steel pipe. Okay. Ditch these for now. Okay, so yeah. So that's one lane of pipe that will output here and just kind of feed across the system. So I think that we can just use one belt line for that too, right? It says stator's at 97%. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Nope. Wrong way, I went the wrong way. Automated wire. How many did I have? 21 point, whatever, I'll just say 100% for now. 2.5 per minute. Yeah, we got more than enough belt speed to just feed the entire line. Easy enough. Easy to remember. Good. Okay. Next. We are gonna have to split this, and then also... Actually, how many do I need for that? I only need 9 for the encased industrial pipe. So I can just have this facing towards the output. Like so. I'll bring this forward just a couple ticks as well. I'll do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Woo! That gets real close. Okay, so we'll make this manifold. That's fine. There. Back this up actually. To like there? Fair enough. 2, 3, 4. It's mainly because I want the logistics to line up with the location of the manufacturer. So I don't have to like wrap around and then back. I can just say, hey, spit out here, climb up, and then go across, yeah. It just keeps things on the simpler side. Okay. Next. I think it's this, right? And then you're happy there? Yep, perfect. Okay. This is our encased industrial pipe lane. It's easy enough to remember. Right. Break out the signage. Encased. Boom. Just so I remember. And stator. Perfect. Perfect. Now comes the challenge, which is the iron pipe. So I have to split. Jeez, this stinks. So that's 600 right there for the input for iron ingots. That'll make 12. Man, that's crazy. Set that there. Can't interfere too much. Hold on, let's ditch these for now. We've opened up room for that in other locations. So hold up, I need 20 manufacturers. If I split it, do 3 lanes of 7, you get 21. That's not a nice number. That's not a nice number at all. I do 3 lanes of 8, get 24, and really reduce the rate on these, which I might do, actually. So 2 lanes of 16? That's doable, right? So 2 lanes of 16 with, I think 2 lanes of 16 with, no. So I need 3 lanes. Need 3 lanes of 8. Gosh, this is difficult. I'm trying to make it work out in my head. Uh-huh. Yeah, because I can't do 2 lanes of 12 if that's the case, because, well, hold up. All right. Let's math it out again. See if I over machine under clock. Did I hear bad numbers? You are hearing bad numbers. If I over machine and under clock, I might be able to split it into 2 lanes. Let's see, 20.04 divided by 24. All right, 83.5. Let's say 83.5%. That's 83.5 items per minute. Okay. Times 12. That's still 1,000 a minute. Dang. Shoot, times 8. It's 3 lanes of 668 a minute. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna have to bite the bullet on this, I think. I don't want to set it up like this, because I hate it. I don't have the room for it either. I could, in theory, do something like this. Three lanes of 8 across. But then that does not leave a lot of room for anything else. Yeah, that stinks. That stinks and I hate it. Excuse me. Mark 6 belts to dispose of your polymer resin. Nice. Wait, turn it into fabric. It's like the only thing polymer resin's good for. I totally get it if you're just gonna dispose of them. Part of me was considering turning a section of the plastic and rubber plant that I'm planning off in this area here into something that has an output or a byproduct of polymer resin, just so that I can get fabric for gas masks. Because if I'm gonna work nuclear, I want to be able to automate the iodine infused filters, so I can just pull it out of my inventory if I need more. Yeah. Okay, so let's see here. What is it gonna take to get to 2 lanes of this stuff? I'm gonna math this out a little bit more because it's killing me. So I need 2,004 iron ingots a minute. By 780. I need about 3 lanes. 7 manufacturers for 3 lanes. Gosh dang, man, that's so much. I could do 21. The thing is, I could do 21 machines across 3 lanes. That's 3 lanes of 7. 1,800 polymer resin per minute. Think about all the fabric you could get from that. That is insane. But I love it. That's fun. Where are you working? Where's this factory going in place? Is it going up up over here into this location? I don't. They really should, like, once you discover kind of a location, they should like label the areas. Is it like up here? I don't know. Not the Spire. Is it the Spire Coast? Is that what it's called? I don't know. I know this is the Dune Desert. Red Forest. Grassy Plains. Oh, same as mine. Oh, okay. Huh. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. You know, no, you're right. You're right. You're right. Because I think I have like 3... I have 4. 3 or 4 Mark IV conveyors over there dumping the polymer resin. And it's because I didn't have Mark V at the time, so I just used what I had. This is early game. I built that factory. Let's see. Okay, going back to this. 3 lanes of 7. I could do 1. I could do 3 over top one another. But then that kind of... I need room for the logistics of it. And that kind of interferes with... It's getting a little too close to this section, because I need space behind this. Yikes! Yeah, I need room for... Because I could have all 2 lanes or whatever. I could have both lanes, or 3 lanes of iron flowing over top of this, each one going into the next. So I think for what I output in terms of steel pipe, I can just have that be 1 lane split 3 ways, which is nice. It's just the ingots going in is way more expensive than the output. I could totally reverse the manifold as well. I haven't done that before, where the output faces the faces inward, because I know that's a thing. If you have a manifold with less output than input, you need to split it and then combine the outputs. Here, I don't think it really matters all too much. I mean, technically it does. That might actually help. You know, we're gonna do it. I'm gonna make a custom manifold, because I have to rearrange this stuff anyways, so. We split this down 2 lanes. Seven. That could still work. I think I could get that to work in my favor. Pull this forward to like here though. Maybe here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's 1 lane. Get the merger going. Move you up. Do another 7. There we go. So that's 2 lanes taken care of. Okay, yeah. Get rid of these. But then we still need 7 more to build. You ran out of copper sheets. Oh no. Are you manufacturing them, I hope? You do steamed copper sheets. Those are nice. That is another factory I want to build too. I think if I want to take a break kind of from the overarching builds for everything, there's another factory I have in mind that I like to title things just to kind of compartmentalize it in my head. I want to call it Basic Works, which is just all the basic items in the game. I want to be able to manufacture at a large rate solely for the sake of the Dimensional Depot. Also, voice is cracking because I've been talking for a while. But I think if I were to do that, I'd do it in the Grassy Plains because there's a lot of good resources here. And that's why it's like one of the best starter areas. So I might do that at some point. Right now, I'm okay with what I got. But if I want to go like mega with my builds, I'm gonna need machines that can keep up. I can build these large scale platforms and everything, but that can only get me so far for so long before I have to wait on everything to kind of catch up again. Okay, so I guess I'll just have this here. I can't combine the lanes. I gotta keep that in mind. I gotta back this up a bit. Actually, here, let's just place one here, here. This will be a splitter in this case. There. And then we could place one, right there. That's fine. Just gotta gauge the distance that I'm going here. And then we'll do another 7. Yeah, here I was overthinking it. Answer was much simpler than I thought. I'm sorry. I screwed up. I blew it. Set that there. Perfect. All right, so then that's all of our iron pipe. And that does leave enough for, well, how much are we manufacturing here? How much needs however many? Hold up. You need a lot. You need 33.75 a minute, but there's only 4 of you. Could I almost split this nicely? 33.75 times 4, 135. I need 135 here. How much do these output? Iron pipe. 25 a minute. 25 times 7, 175. Hey! Would you look at that? So I'm outputting as much iron pipe as I need, or more iron pipe than I need for all this. 3,200 residual per minute, and then that doubles with the diluted recipe, so that's 6,400. And then if you're using just fuel generators, you have that number, or no, you divide by 20 per minute, and that gets you the 200. I know, it's 30 minute. I forget. I think if you're using my parameters, you're gonna have 240 generators. You're gonna have to split it between. Gross. Not fun, but takes care of a lot of power needs for quite a while, especially in the early game. You just have like 20 bins full. Ah. Going back to your copper sheets. Sorry, I missed that message. Okay, so what I could do with the logistics here is because we're manufacturing more iron pipe or more steel pipe than what's needed, is I could just have one line feed all the manufacturers up there and then send the overflow to blend with the rest of the stuff that needs steel pipes over there. Perfect! And I will get there. I will get there. All right, next. So we took care of all of our iron needs. Now we need to get back to took care of all of our iron pipe related needs. Now we need to get back to the other stuff, the other iron goods. And we're still gonna stick to the plan here. Nope. Whoop! Woo-doo! I really want to do like a tour video at some point on this, on my channel. I think I want to get through some decorating first before I consider that. Because I don't want to just tour around and show a bunch of floating platforms of machinery. How's that? Is that good? No, that's it right there. And then you need to be over. There we go. Sorry, I'm just trying to make it so it splits evenly. Okay. So what do I want this to be? We need 12 for rods. Took care of iron pipe. Took care of iron wire. Need rods and plates. Rods and plates, okay. So the plates... I'm wondering how I want to set up the assemblers with this. So it doesn't necessarily have to be like I'm doing kind of in series here or in parallel here. It could be because of the fact I'm gonna have one line of assemblers feed another almost immediately. It's gonna be stitched iron plates, so the copper down below will have to feed back up through the system. Right. Copper down below have to feed back up through the system. Thankfully, I can combine a number of the lines together for what I'm manufacturing. So it's just kind of a matter of preference of where I put all this stuff. So we could start with the rods here, but that's under the assumption we have... I think I'm gonna start with the plates, actually. Because the plates can immediately feed into the stitched iron plates. Yeah. Plates can feed into the stitched iron plates like so. We need 7 for iron plates, so we're gonna make 8. And then we can immediately feed that into assemblers. And we need just 8 for stitched iron plates. I think that's the way to go, quite honestly. So let's get this. We'll leave some room for logistics. Like that. That work? Yes, okay. So we'll just have the plates sort of merge here. Woo, woo, woo. I'll use the 4, whatever. And then feed into the line there. Yeah, that works. And then we'll have the copper kind of come up through the floor somewhere over here and feed, kind of back feed through the line as well. Because we only need 8 assemblers for this. So if I do just a small little manifold here. This is actually coming together quite nicely. Didn't know if this was going to be very good. Because if I use the modeler, all of the output lines are just a jumbled mess. There we go. And then those can immediately feed into... We're gonna need a rather large... Hold on. They're 12 for the stators, yes. Got the encased steel pipes, stitched iron, so we need 15. We'll probably make it 16 for the modular frame. So what we could do is then how much will this output actually? See here, another thing I'm thinking too is we can reverse the direction of the outputs, or like cycle the direction of the outputs if it's easier to have it output from one direction. So, for instance, we're making stitched iron plates here. And say like, yeah, say we're making 5.625 a minute. What I could do is I could have this row output in this direction and then bring them around to this direction and then bring those back. And then they can feed back into the system. This is so fun! This makes sense! I'm having fun! Having fun in this wonderful game. So then we got that. Gotta leave some room for more logistics though. We'll have it start like right there. This is like one of the last things we have to build too. This is our modular frames. So we got the stators, we got automated wiring. We have to make 15, which I'll make 16. Just for evening it out. Actually, hold up. Modular frames, I make 2 a minute, which is gonna be far less than that. So yeah, we're gonna be cooking with some gas. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, okay. Oh, is that 8 or 9? Did I miscount? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It is 9. Okay. Good. There's us some room up front. All right. 2, 3, 4. 5, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So then we can have these. The outputs are greater than the input, or the outputs are less than the inputs. So we can have these merge like so. Just like that. All right. And then we have this outputs. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Just a bit too long, even with the manifold. I will have to kind of like wrap this around again and then bring it up. That's no big deal. Like, it really doesn't matter. I'm just kind of like, oh, that's fine. All right. Then let's get that kind of cleared up. Set that there for reference. Set this here for reference. And I can also Ver merger that. Actually, no. Get that. All right. And then I need the last thing I have to build. Thank goodness. Is rods. So that's the 12 I need. I'll use the opposite direction output. I'm gonna have to redo these outputs anyways, just because blueprints are glitched for some reason. Oh. Six. And 12. 12. Say. Not bad. And then what's beautiful about this, let's just put in iron rods. We make 15 a minute. Okay. 15 a minute. I guess it really just kind of depends. I'm just thinking about where I want to put the output of rods into this immediate manifold, but it does split. Because I was thinking I could just wrap that around. That's not good enough because I have to send it to the other side as well. So it probably just have to kind of merge over here and then kind of split somewhere between the two. And then, yeah. Oh yeah, of course, but of course. No, what am I doing? Gosh. Gotta break out the signage. All right, so these are plates. Oh, and actually, you know what? No, let's do reinforced, just to kind of show that, hey, right behind it are the reinforced iron plates. Yeah. Okay, that will split nicely. That'll split nicely. Yeah, honestly, this doesn't look too shabby. We even saved ourselves a little bit of space up front here. So we can even like maybe put something decorative in place. Who knows? And this is labeled as well. This isn't labeled. I broke out the signage and everything. This is going to be and then Control V. There we go. That's our pipe network. These are encased pipes. These are our stators. We'll have cable kind of filter in towards them. And then it's just a lot of logistics, which I am probably gonna do off camera just to save y'all from the very mundane headache. But by next stream, we should be able to figure out, should be able to build a small setup to start making the adaptive control units, because by next stream, if I have everything hooked up, we can turn on this entire factory and start sending those items over here, which means we have everything built for the adaptive control unit. Which, hey, that's great. Got everything we need for the adaptive control unit. Excuse me. Yeah, everything we need for the adaptive control unit. And then after that's the supercomputer. Oh no, then we could build adaptive control units. So that's literally like, if I get everything hooked up over here, next stream we'll spend the time getting the outputs sent over to the main factory somehow. Get that over to the main factory location, set up an area for the new items. So say for instance the supercomputer, adaptive control unit, and assembly director system. And then if all goes well, that should all be good to just set up. Which that'd be just fantastic. That's beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. But I don't think it's gonna happen by this stream. There should be plenty of stuff to do next stream though. Then heck, maybe we can move on to a new area to start building. I do want to decorate though. And like this area will have trains importing goods, because I will need plastic for supercomputers. I am making radio control units in this area as well, just because I manufacture so many crystal oscillators here. I can manufacture radio control units. Hello. Oh, it's okay. So I need to import aluminum to this area as well. So I think the next area I'd want to work on is the plastic and rubber area, and then I'd want to start setting up a train network to the aluminum factory. But yeah, we should be able to finish this, like all the buildings necessary in this area by next stream. I'm looking forward to that. But for now, as the sun sets in this world, so too must I set the sun on the stream. I've been streaming for 3 hours. It's a good stream, actually. For some reason, the past couple streams, I haven't been able to stream for too long, but maybe it's just because, I don't know, I work a 9 to 5. It kicks my butt. Try to stream on Fridays because, you know, I got the weekend to look forward to and everything. But yeah, I think for now, it's going to have to do it for this stream. Very, very excited. I will get this all kind of hooked up logistics-wise behind the scenes. I'm just glad to get all the machines in place. Now we have kind of a layout going. Next stream though, should be able to start up this factory and then start working on bringing the items from here over there, set up, and at least get, at the very least we could set up adaptive control units, because we should have everything for the adaptive control units by then, which is good. That's what we want. So yeah, looking forward to it. Hope to see y'all there. Appreciate everyone that stopped by for the stream. Of course, if you like the stream, make sure you like the stream. If you want to keep up with the channel too, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I do appreciate any support on this channel. I know I say it every time on stream, but I do want to bring videos back. I have a couple series ideas in mind. I just got to take the time, record, and edit them, because I miss making videos. I do miss making videos. I want to get that going. Life's just kind of a little busy for me right now, so we'll see. Not making any promises, but I do want to make videos again, so look forward to that too, hopefully in the near future, keeping in mind that, you know, I actually do it. Hold me to it, actually. Get mad at me every time I stream. Say, where are the videos? I don't know. But thank you all so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Hope you all have a lovely weekend. Hope the weather's good. Hope you all do something fun. I don't know. But I'll catch y'all in the next one.